happy days. It's time for some FACEIT League. I've got a master tonight. Young and Beautiful taking on Boop Troop. It should be a good one. Should be a banger. Looking forward to it. As we look at your standings, you'll see Boop Troop coming in 7-0. And one thing I was just talking about and really emphasizing here before I had a bit of some tech issues is coming to the realization that Boop Troop have 8 matches left to play, and there's only 9 days left in the season. They have played less than half of their matches with just over a week left to go. And I didn't start thinking anything of this until we learned earlier today that Master Division is ending 1 week earlier than Expert Division as far as regular season goes this season. Hey, you know what? It's been an interesting season. Boop Troop are your only undefeated team as of right now. You know, Boop Troop coming in with the 7-0. They are a few games behind the rest of the division as far as just number of games played. And if you look at their wins, if you take out two games, then their wins are against the absolute lowest teams in the bracket right now for the outside of Hivemind. Hivemind's kind of the exception to this little narrative. But you can't exclude those 2 games. Those 2 games are the 2 teams who currently are the only 2 teams who have 8 wins. So it makes Boop Troop very interesting and very kind of hard to judge. Again, only 7 games in. Now, Young and Beautiful, you put up an uncharacteristic loss to Artemis. I think that was the one that really kind of made us go, ooh, that one, Now, that patch had just dropped. The Season 18 dropped on the 26th. You have put up losses to EDM, Daystar, and Alternate. Now, those are, 3 teams that are sitting very, very high in our standings, very, very high in our expectations right now. Boop Troop is like this unusual outlier with enormous dubs over Midori and Daystar. Now, they're both 5-map bangers. Honestly, it makes it tough to judge. Regime coming on to Boop Troop is a big dub. That's a big pickup, and what was already a strong team. And so I think Boop Troop have only gotten stronger. I would give them the edge here today. An honest prediction, I think, is going to be a 3-1. I think there's a lot rides on how the teams want to approach this. We'll see how it goes. Yab picked Ilios, and so we'll get them in the red outlines first. We'll go ahead and swap sides. We're getting a Reaper ban out of Boop Troop here to start. Yeah, Yab is 5-4. Master Division has certainly leveled up Phoenix. This may just be a meta that is not super kind to what Young and Beautiful want to run. It was a Diva ban. They're out of Yab. And going into Ilios, okay, so makes sense. Makes sense from AST. I think of AST as being more of a ground and pound tank. I don't know. I mean, that may just be the metas that I've seen AST in more. But then I also do think of the hazard. We are getting Chopper in for this opening map on Ilios. We'll have Chopper and Soulset actually here for map 1. Let's get into it. So, Regime being the big pickup. 5, 4. Oh, wait, hey. Sides are swapped. I thought I swapped sides. Sorry. I got the bands right. I just didn't swap sides. There we go. I just looked up at OBS. I could have swore I swapped sides earlier. I mentioned it. I even said, hey, Yab is starting on the right. Let me go ahead and get that. Okay. Anyway. Oh, we're getting the Zarya's. You basically never got to be with him this season because personal issues. Oh, that definitely makes a difference, especially on a major change like this as far as patch is concerned. Oh, to not have the coach with you. We were talking about that earlier because I was talking in here with some other people from the scene, or whether to add you on there, on our roster list, because we had you with EDM, Coach Woods, but wasn't sure whether to put you with Young and Beautiful or not. First cap has gone to Boob Troop here to start. We have Chopper going into the Genji here. So we are getting, you know, the double flex DPS out of both sides. And where, you know, Chopper, I think more recently kind of known for that hit scan roll, is a mean Genji. And always has been. And it's Eddie, speaking of mean, able to find that first kill. Mari low. AST's going to chase her down. And we get a beautiful flip here. Great team fight out of Yab. Flawless. Alex isn't playing tonight due to health issues and Boot couldn't reschedule. Got you. Okay. Meaning we can what, expect to see Solsei and Chopper all night? Is that what I'm getting from that? Double support ults thrown in. Regime not quite to the sound barriers. The grab. Ooh, Mori gets the big grab. Despite Regime not having to beat up, you know, AST falls behind Mari in that Graviton Surgery, and Mari's able to bet on that. Throws in the huge grab to get to this point, back over into Boot Troop's control. The sacrifice grab for the dub. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. It makes it, yeah, literally 8 games in 9 days. So, yeah, no, I can understand not having... You've already rescheduled. You have half of your season left to play still. Over half your season left to play if you're a Boot Troop. Caught in the grab. Ooh, Solsei is going to drop a pulse. A little present there for Regime. You know, Chopper just got melted trying to dive into that. 95% board for Boot Troop. And all blue in the feed. All turtles in the feed. They will take this opening round. Yeah, I was talking about Self Derpy, you know, tweeting about having 6 games in 6 days, or something like that. And I was like, man, EDM didn't have shit on Boot Troop. Okay, we are going to get AST into this hazard. Mari will stick with the Zarya as we head into Lighthouse. Meaning high ground control. With no other changes from either side. As we kind of learned to expect with this meta. Scanning one up late, watching the team. Hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you being here, Goat. Mari, what you looking at up there? Mari trying to clean off the back flank a little bit. This is just about control. You can't give up any avenues, You can't give it up an inch for one of these flex DPS to kind of get in under a soft spot behind your ranks. And so it ends up becoming how well can you balance the different flank angles. Can balance your different angles, your different approaches. At least that's the way I interpret these fights. Yep, saw the recall there. This fact gonna try to get out. Oh, Eddie is not having in it. Any of it. So, little 2-for-1 reinforcing the Lighthouse with the Lucio. Vex must bail. All about controlling those angles. AST kind of left by themselves here. Mars made the swap over to their own hazard, off of the Zarya. Oops. That was a bad camera swing around. I'm so sorry. An early Kitsune rush, and AST finds Salmon with that leap. Ooh, catching the carry before they can really use any cooldowns, before they can protect themselves. This is going to build up towards a couple more ultimates. I'm thinking Chopper and AST, you know, we'll start layering ults into this next fight. Constant will be able to answer with the blade. Salmon close on this Kitsune rush as well. Regime does have a slight advantage in the sound barrier, but I don't think that's going to matter. It's a negligible advantage. I think they're both going to have beat about the same time. We'll see. We'll see if is the beat coming to play. Does Chopper get this blade in? Does Chopper live long enough? The answer is no. Regime and Salmon just put an end to the vet. There's a feather in the cap of this Boom Troop backline. Vex comes up with the final blow to put AST down. This is a hold out of Boom Troop. Or a flip, I should say. Oh, tried to use the wall for cover. Gonna end up just responding with their own. We'll go check this Chopper blade. Regime Ajaxed? Yeah, Regime did not get that beat in. I thought I heard that off of the downpour. The downpour actually credited with the final blow on that, but I believe Chopper got a swipe in. And Les Costa is just going to pull out some magic. Ooh, that's a pretty move! Costa might have just found that fairy dust in the pocket. Sprinkling it here over this team fight. Boop Troop hang on despite losing Regime and the sound barrier with it. And Constant gets a kill into AST. AST wasn't even on your screen. How did you do that? Over the top, that was a chunky damage, but Chopper gets both their cooldowns forced. They have to back up in behind Mari. Kitsune rush tossed in from Enian. And cage control, in fact, this entire point control now belonging to Young and Beautiful. They're able to actually get the flip. A good wall. Denies the late touch there from Mari, but Vax moves in that far side of your screen there and pick up two. Gets control of cage. Now AST getting just collapsed in on from all sides. And that brief flip. The moment of celebration from Young and Beautiful, short-lived. Boom Troop storm back in. What potential final fight? Now we're getting some staggers here. Okay. Good job from Neptune. Honestly, Solstay staying alive for quite a long time. The swift step in. Enian is back in on this fight as well. AST has returned on the wrecking ball, trying to hold on long enough, but cannot. Your heels were stuck in a downpour. Mario will clean up. Boop Troop take map 1. And that grab ended up being enormous. That's one of those, if you could cancel grab, that would have canceled it. Like, there was like half a syllable. I think maybe even, we'll give one syllable get out of that grab voice line. But that was such an enormous fight-winning grab. And it felt like both of those sub-maps were on a knife's edge. I mean, props to Mari on that one. That grab ends up being a clean fight win there. And that extra, very economical fight win from Boop Troop ends up being a difference maker down the road and through the rest of the map. They're able to take that sub-map. Once again, you end up in a 99-99 fight on Well. Stats look a little bit more favorable. We're looking at you know, Anyun only has 4 deaths, Solstice only has 5 deaths, but the high-end deaths are with Chopper and AST at 8 apiece, compared to a pretty consistent 4 deaths down the board for Boop Troop. You know, over the course of those 2 maps, does that equate, you know, 50% extra fight wins? It didn't feel that like there was that big a difference, but you're seeing Vex here at 25 and 3. We're also seeing Mari at 9,200 damage leading the server. You know, a good 50% above AST. So those percentages would track. All right, so we're getting a new Junk City pick out of Young and Beautiful. They will stay in the red outlines as we head into map number 2. Okay, they're gonna ban out the Mora. Interesting. Protect that back line. W ban incoming. Yeah, I think it may be just protecting their own backline. You know, more of a support protect than anything else. We'll get the Zarya banned out here from Boop Troop. See you in map 2. Whoa. Thanks for sharing? There we go. This could be cool. Oh, no windshield? Oh, there's no, like, innards to that car. I was hoping I could be, like, you know, get, like, the inside of the car pop. Bar comes in, the JQ ASD does in fact stick with the hazard. Little sister, we heard about that earlier. Was that? Is that? That's Dots? Coach Boop Troop. Mara's gonna get a nice little 2Ps here. He kind of got better into the cooldown trade, ended up on top. It was a late shout used as well. I did not see exactly how that went so awry, but we got an ambush set up. JQ here, obviously Vex watching from the third person. There's the shout used. We're gonna try to push in. Chopper's able to make a read. Good dash kill, finds Regime, and then immediately goes on to a vulnerable Jeremy who has sub dead here for this map too. Pulling out the Venture. It's a bit of a trade. Looks like Young and Beautiful actually getting the better end of that trade. They said, fine, you want to make this weird and messy? I mean, Young and Beautiful looked right at home. They run in, grab the flip, and realize they still have a couple of players lurking behind them. Is Vex trying to spawn camp? Okay. Good job there from Young and Beautiful. Looks like they're able to escort everybody out. I mean, this is such a high mobility composition. It'd be so hard to try to spawn camp anybody. Vex come returning in, chasing the rest of Young and Beautiful back onto this point. Trying to catch a low ASC, has the pulse, lands the pulse. The melee, the ghost melee actually finished off the tank player, but is it going to be enough to win this fight? Anyun's got a Consider Rush down, finds a kill under Regime. Solstice is going to go chase Jeremy out, actually picks up the kill. Great little feathering on the trigger control. And it's a disciplined pair of fights. They're out of Young and Beautiful. Got Anian? Oh, I thought you meant like... I thought that was Got. Goat Anian. I think both are true. Like, hey, you need some Anian in your life. I'm just saying. We're going to have sound barriers available. Regime slightly ahead in this. But Consider Rush down from Salmon initially. Doesn't look like they got a lot of value out of that. Downpour into Blade, right on top of Mari. And that means your Rampage is useless. Stays in the pocket in this 75-99 fight. You're going to have to take it to the second round. Young and Beautiful have got this opener. Jeremy over here playing spy. Oop! Blocked by a wall. And it's going to be the tectonic shock to open this up. We're trying to bait Yab in. Doesn't look like Yab fell for it. They kind of just rotated back around towards main. Even before, like, as Jeremy was hitting Q, it felt like Yab was already starting the rotation. And I think they were actually more looking for the rampage. But you know what? They managed to successfully rotate around. Now Annie Yoon just picked up an opening pick here. Oh, you need more Annie in your life. Rampage is going to find... Well, Solsei is the one who's not cleansed after the Suzu comes in. We'll say that. Oh, mean Gracie. We'll confirm that kill as well. 4v4 on the point. Both teams missing one of their DPS players, and we've got Boob Troop in control of the objective. And here rounds the corner here with this Kitsune rush. Vex finding Neptune there on the right-hand side of your screen. The leap in from AST. He's got a low Vex. The spike guard will find the kill. The Kitsune rush fades, and so does AST's HP. And Boob Troop all the while never give up control of this objective. Chopper at 1 health, trying to dash away. This is looking a bit desperate here from Young and Beautiful, as they're going to get staggered out at the very end of this fight. Crash shot for Consta. God, that feels like an old school hashtag at this point. I know, you got Unkskunk calling you old school. And that's bad. Ooh! Chopper, don't lose your head, bud. Downpour, sidestep by Mari, but Jeremy caught square by the rooting rocks. Solsei able to find that kill and keep things kind of interesting here. But a low AST is never really to find entrance. Can't really engage onto the point. 99%. It's a desperate attempt here from Solsei. Finds one, but can't land the pulse. Has got Vex low. Vex is able to find the kill. Chopper pulls out Blade. Oh, but C9's the point. Oh, no. I saw the vision, Chopper. I saw the vision. I don't know if it was a good vision. Mari is Molly, yes. Not same as Shanghai Dragon's Molly. And also, I didn't know Molly was Seafull's roommate. That's amazing. Where are we headed? Looking pretty even as far as team fights go. Looks like 2 to 4 team fight wins for both teams. Early Blade here from Vex. Man, I bet Chopper wishes he had a Blade. Oh, Neptune trying to boot back, but I don't know, Vex just like didn't go anywhere. It looked like, you know, the boop failed. Did the deflect hit the boop? Is that what I just saw there? The absolute queen of calling all heroes. Absolutely. A pretty deflect. If that's what that was, if the deflect came out there in that micro moment to block the boop out of Neptune, that was seriously clutch. Because Neptune would have turned around and just dropped that bait. You know if those swipes don't come through. That sound barrier is coming out. Rampage in the pocket of Mara here. We'll see if Queen Caw can find the value. Got one the last time. It was enough. Jeremy's going to open up, though. Drops the Tectonic Shock in first. See if we can get some cooldowns out like that, Suzu. And he did use it. 7 seconds on that cooldown. As Mari is looking to line this up, AST is able to pick up Vex there on the left-hand side of your screen. It's just kind of a chase out here from Boop Troop. Solsei is able to rotate back around. Let's kind of recenter ourselves here because it feels like a big loop-de-loop has happened. It's exactly what has happened, as a matter of fact. Yeah, I've got to go try to chase some kills. Oh, what a boop. Neptune able to land that one. Puts Regime into the corner. Pulse in. Mari's going to try to rampage on the back of the Suzu, coming out to block against the Pulse Bomb. A huge purple on AST, but they managed to survive nevertheless. Jumping out. Jeremy's able to find one, but Salmon gets traded, which is a lot of your sustain gone. And I believe Young and Beautiful have got this fight in the bag. Kova, thank you for the follow. Radar says, that's my GF, the JQ. That's amazing. Oh, that's so wholesome. That's amazing. That puts such a big smile on my face. I love to see that support so much. Shout, knife, lance, continue rush, in out of salmon. Maria and Boom Troop try to see if they can turn around this fight, but the downpour is enormous. Right as Regime's beat starts to fade, Vex still able to dash through AST, and this fight's not really done for either team. 99-86 on the clock. Vex just with the Aura Blade. Talk about a zoning blade. Hey, it's enough to get control of the point. Chopper now isolated from the team, trying to do some fancy wall climbing out there. The parkour will not save you. Mario has returned on the Doomfist. Molly's showing that flexibility. Big right hook on an AST, and they're in a lot of trouble. Mario will pick up that kill. Samet goes down. We're looking at a 2-1 lead here for Boop Troop. I don't. Oh, I was about to say that. I don't care if Mari's on the Doomfist. She is still your queen. Oh my. Oh my. Bow before your queen. That was so sick. Sound barrier and the meteor strike. And AST gets separated from the rest of the team because of that, completely isolated. Just the threat of that meteor strike was enough to keep AST from getting out. %67%. One fight away from closing out this map. Salmon with Kitsune Rush. You have a lot of ults coming online. It's not if Yab have enough ults to win this, it's how many does it cost them. It's going to be the downpour and the blade out of Chopper first. Chopper's able to cancel Vex's blade, win the duel of the ninjas. A couple of good chunky shots into Mari. And this will be a flip. It cost you 3. And in using that Kitsune Rush, it's a fairly expensive fight, but it's going to be a map-saving one. You still have Sound Barrier to work with, most importantly. And if Solsei could just land a magical stick here, win a fight without having an invest beat, even better. Oh no, that is the worst possible outcome. Now Solsei has to stick something. Now suddenly this Pulse Bomb isn't just a good opportunity, it's a must. 99%, point has been flipped, Solsei is down. We're not getting any of these ults into this fight. This is 99 on the board. Neptune comes flying in, and in a desperate Sound Barrier, AST receives it, thankfully, and is able to use it beautifully. Finds a kill on Mari, and Young and Beautiful are hanging on by a thread. Vex still has nearly cut that thread off. No, and they C9! No, that is not how that map ends. I refuse. The Queen Aura is just too much. Casey Babe, thank you so much for the Prime sub. I really appreciate that. Enormous. I really appreciate that. That double kill off of one punch. Whew. Oh, okay, so Chopper is a stand-in. Chopper is really just here as a sub and like isn't scrimming with them and stuff. That actually makes a lot of sense. It's all kind of starting to make sense now. And Yab still kept that so very close. Still gonna pick here. It's gonna be Runasapi. And I will say, Young and Beautiful are staying. They're not trying to, like, force Chopper to do anything, right? They're not trying to force Chopper to carry, which was part of the concern. It is definitely a team effort. A lot of it, I mean, a lot of it revolving around AST, as it should, as it has always, kind of, with this team. But it does mean that you're getting, like, your Genji player, who doesn't have as much practice with the rest of the team. Why is Yab banning Hazard? Or Alex, it was Alex. Alex or somebody had a medical issue tonight. I mean, I think it was Alex, that's right. He's just subbing for their banned hit scan. So maybe is it Azareth? Azareth being banned that rings a bell. But I think Alex did have a medical issue tonight, from what I was hearing. I'm flabbergasted. I'm flabbergasted that Young and Beautiful would ban out the Hazard. Let's go take out some stats from map 2. I mean, it does feel like you can just get banned for calling somebody a noob. Ooh, Vorgadal? I don't know if that's a hard G or if that's supposed to be a soft G. But either way, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you being here, and a cool name. Damn cool name. Okay, so we are just going right back into... Oh, we are going right back into Zarya's, but that's not actually what I'm interested in. Chopper's pulling out the hit scan. This is what I'm interested in. And that's... There we go. Right out of the gate. You're looking at nearly 1,000 damage. AST with exactly 1,000 damage, by the way. But 5-0, first team fight. There you go, 1,000 damage, opening pick on the Vex. So we kind of go out of the double hit scan. I mean, excuse me, the double flex CPS. Pardon me. Get Chopper back into, you know, what he's been practicing more here recently. We do get a contest at the very... There we go. Sorry. I hit the wrong button. But Vex does go to match. We'll get to swing back the other direction. Would not anticipate Young and Beautiful to try to make too aggressive a move. Soul State just marking the store. But AST and the rest of Yab want to play distance. They want to give Chopper as much time as possible. Indian is going to go ahead and throw in this Kitsune. AST pushing forward. Both. Oh, the grab made it out. It's going to catch two. Mari's low, and the blade's going to get invested here. Soul State's going to go ahead and throw their own ult into this. They cannot give up just checkpoint. It's enough. You find Vex, and despite losing your tank, and I mean, it's a 3-2. No, it's a 3-3 investment. If Vex gets their ultimate cancel, that using that overclock. Kind of, I mean, it actually makes sense. It actually balances out. What a great read from Soul State. It's like, wait a minute. We had 3 ults thrown in. I can make sure we can confirm this, take this bot all the way back, walk it back over. Now Chopper's going to open up with the OC. Oh, we also had Mari's grab using that previous fight. I did not see Mari's grab at all. Sound barriers fading. Both teams trying to retreat back to the corners. Mari does not make it into cover. Now Blade pulled from Constant, trying to chase down Solstice. Gets the bubble. AST just sends Constant packing. Oh, shoot. I missed the other ban. I'm so sorry. We talked about the hazard bans. It was a Tracer ban from Boot Tree. I'll get that band plugged in immediately, but it's gonna take 2 minutes. That's why I hastily typed it in chat. Because I mean, we have a very important fight here, win here. I don't want to miss any more than I already have. Now, once we got the sound barriers invested, yeah, the tray getting banned out actually makes a lot of sense. I should have noticed that soon. I should have just looked at me like, there's no tray security here. Tray is banned. Good Kitsune rush fight. Yeah, that's all you use. A spectacular fight there out of Young and Beautiful, as a matter of fact. Chopper 13-2 so far. AST is going to beat Mori to this grab by quite a bit, and you've got a blade to pair with it. It's going to go ahead and get thrown in immediately. Consta's going to get melted. They're just going to layer it. Not even going to try to combo. You get the kill on the Consta. Decide that's enough. First team to go Ryan wins the game, says Kirito. Amazing. Yeah, I wish. Hey, I mean, you know what? Go run down the Zarya. Soul Saber with the dive in the back line. 5 regime Mori tries to throw in a grab. Don't think it got anything. Unclear. All I know is we got all Gab all day in the kill feed. That trade onto AST will prevent Young and Beautiful from being able to finish this map right here and now. They're going to push this bot for another couple of steps, and they're going to bail back and regroup with their Czar. Thank God we kicked Kirito. What are these strats? Social! Social! Whoa! Whoa! Unhinged, Social, unhinged. The leap in from Vex. Trying to get that OC through the water wheel. Actually, yeah, done. Successful. What an awkward move there from Solsei. Now Vex is going to drop it in. ASC was just getting booped all over the place. Got the sound barrier, but Regime with the later beat. And it just means Boot Troop had an answer every step of the way during that fight. Just need a ride player to pave the way. Derpy! Skank, that is a wild message. 3 minutes on the clock. I feel like Young and Beautiful are happy to just buy time here. I mean, they have the Kitsune if they want to engage. Yeah, they're going to wait until Salmon throws one in first. Blade is in. Chopper has the answer. Idiot has the kill! I should have just left it here. Chopper! Never mind! Chopper gets the Colat on the Vex and Salmon, and I can't find the right POV. Whoever I go to, you know, somebody else gets the kill. What on earth? Oh, not very often you get a good Colat kill, and I took it off of your POV right before you got it. Damn it! Hopefully we get that in play of the game. That was nasty. That was so good. Chopper, you beast. Grab in from AST. Young and Beautiful. Oh. Once again, just light up this feed. Eddie with a nice 3-piece. Hey, Navilia. I appreciate you being here. Our team was infected with pony brain rot. EDM shows up on match day. Not gonna lie. Vex gets cut down. Const is able to trade out a pair. Once again, just like before, important trades. As that was on to both of your supports. So we'll just gonna leave the bot and turn and run. This is, I mean, Boot Troop by themselves a fight win, essentially, or, you know, a fight they don't have to take back here. So very important traits from Consta there at the back of that fight with now 75 seconds on the clock. Boop Troop are going to have to fight to get back into this courtyard. Bubble in. Ooh, Consta caught him bunched up. A bit of a botched disengage. They're out of Young and Beautiful. Oh, but the boop! The boop sends Consta fly, and we're going to get the sound barrier down. And AST goes charging forward to pick up a kill on Amari and Salmon. Bubble up top. No trades this time. Solsei dashes forward. Confirms that kill on the Vax. 50 seconds to go. This bot is so very close. Grav will catch AST after the bubbles were invested and they were trying to back away. Well timed there from Mari to make sure that this map does not end right here and now. The Costa Blade shut down. AST is going to catch 3 in the Grav. Sound barrier in from Regime, but Constant and Vex have already been picked off. Salmon tries to investigate rush. See if they can swing it the other way. Buying some kind of hope. Mari delivers a pick. Finds a kill on the Solsei. No, though. I mean, there's an OC. There's a Kitsune Russian play. There's just too much for Boop Troop to contend with. Young and Beautiful are not going to get 3-0'd here today. They will take Runasapi. Oh, we got that juicy collat. Thank goodness. Thank goodness we got that juicy collat. Yay. I'm honestly surprised. Okay, I am very shocked at this pick. I thought Boop Troop would avoid any kind of range. And in fact, that was one of the things I was thinking through that map is, well, if Yab win this, you know, Boop Troop are going to be able to take us back into something a lot more close quarters, a lot more, you know, something where they can run the Zarya, they can run the double flax DPS, or even run, you know, run the hazard if that's what Mari wants to do, but or even back into that JQ. But I did not expect Boop Troop to take us to a map where you could give Chopper another chance to shine in the hit scan role. I think you want to force Yab into that double flex DPS. That's where Boop Troop are having success. I don't think going to Circuit's going to do it. You do get a Lucio pick, so you ban out Neptune's one trick. Would be the joke. I mean, Chopper 34-3, 7K. I mean, really, honestly, you know, as much as we're talking about putting everything on Chopper's back, I mean, it's still, I mean, you have AST 32-5. All right. I'm also sorry because we're way late into this map. Adomo, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. But I owe you a ban. Let's see, we had a Lucio ban. What do we get, a Sigma ban? No, it's a Venture ban. It's a Venture ban out of Young and Beautiful. So we, interesting backlines. Of course, you know, Boop Troop got the pick in the first ban and banned out that Lucio. You know, coming and playing the double flex in the backline. And really going full poke. Blaskunk. Yeah, worthy of the Blaskunk. Yeah, no, we should definitely get some amp. Oh, I love the amp logo. It's actually perfect for Fendi. For the Fendi gifting. Yeah, get some bow hearts, some Wintons, some amp logos for Fendi. Whatever you got. What's funny is I think I actually just added a bow bag, which would have been an ideal for the situation. That is a captive sun. Tossed in. AST dies to get the responding grab. The counterpunch is enough. Mari does get the grab out. Is there anybody here to take advantage of it? Doesn't look like it. Soulsay is able to fend off the return fire there out of Mari. Salmon's gonna get a pick, and this is on a nice edge. Vex gets Antiune as well. Neptune's gonna fall. There's no way you get this cap, right? Point one. Oh, the outburst did it. The outburst knocked Chopper off of the touch. And Vex gets the final blow. Chopper was one by the time they, were trying to charge in. Can we put real money on this? Y'all are actually IRL gambling in my chat. Y'all are just gonna, wow. Whoa. All right, Chopper OC into the window of the other side. Really, I mean, you got to worry about Vex. Vex has control of those sight lines, which means Chopper could not swing too wide and really punish that window, and Buchu trying to bunch up behind it. Headshot lands on Chopper's literally back there with 5 health. The dash through from Const is more than enough to finish them off, but the blade is not going to do much. Soulsay, in fact, I'm going to find more value too. 3 swipes into Salmon. This defense will stabilize. Oh, the back of some gorgeous play out of Soulsay. That was sick. We did get any swapped? Going over to a Baptiste, right? Was that a Kiriko? Because there was a considering rush in there before, right? Crazy? Am I crazy? I mean, yes, but the two aren't mutually exclusive. Whoa, that is a jump down commit like we're in now. Vex just making sure everybody got back up into high ground and into cover. Dropping those sights in. What are you looking at? Keep an eye on this grab. He's gonna throw down immediately on the corner. Oh, okay. Yep, sorry. Chopper's gonna get 3 into that grab. Something, I hit a hotkey I did not mean to hit. Something weird opened, I apologize. It was like an AI page opened or something. Just a reminder, chat, Cap owes me $50 when Yab lose. Costa goes down just as both support ults are invested. There from Boat Troop, and I mean, one lone orbital range thrown into the mix, perfectly placed. Even better timing. Now Mari, just being the queen that Mari is, trades out 2 through that fight. That was like a 5v1, and Mari still gets 2 out of that. I mean, there was 2 good picks, but unfortunately, the Juno is going to be able to just speed the both of them back, and it won't mean much of a hill of beans by the time it's all said and done. Couldn't have killed the slower characters, could you? No, I kid. I'm not judging the queen. Don't come after me. Oceana Chopper jumps down in the face of Vex. Just close that gap. Nice shot onto an airborne Salmon. And you've got 2 priority picks early in this fight with less than a minute to go. Can we get over-under bets going on? What's the over-under? Can I add some 17 emotes from, yeah, sure. From Pirates or AST Designs channel? You'll have to help me. Like, DM me what you want or something. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna have to be pretty specific. Grab it from AST, blade over the top. That's gonna be more than enough. Soulsay has got this one on lock. There you go. An enormous hold from Young and Beautiful on the map pick of Boot Troop. A bold move, trying to take Chopper into a long-range map. And Vex feels they can out snipe, you know, perhaps maybe even outrange. Not this time. Oh, Muhiki, that's actually a very sweet thing to say. Constant Vex are so cute together. God, what are we saying, dude? Go play your match, says Coach Cap. Social. Zero chill. I almost spit take my tea. Zero chill. What? That's now our Sona kitchen strays. All right. Someone in chat saying, "May we go crazy here?" Well, guess what? Constant agrees with you. We were trying to hold back corner, and we spent a bunch of cooldowns. I think it was both bubbles. There's a wall used offensively. But Boop Troop are able to back their way up to good corner. You don't talk down to Cap. That guy's a model. I mean, Cap is handsome. Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me if you're actually being serious. So far, I mean, Chopper's ruling this. Look at your ult charges. AST at 80%. Chopper at 70 after that shot. Neptune's torpedoes will confirm a kill on the concert early in this fight. Saban does have first ult. Oh, and uses it to great effect. Beautiful shots on the Soul Say. Defense holds. You owe Sam and a Coke. I think the racism is worse than the cheating. Can we not? Whoa, 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 whoa. That is not. They're both bad for their own reasons. Like, you don't compare those. Don't maybe put y'all in emote only mode. Y'all exercise some chill. Good grab here from AST. All right, we got orbital, we got grab. This grab from Mari won't even be necessary. You're able to find AST early, so I mean, unless Mari gets traded, which will not happen. Four minutes on the clock. Now, you have given time for Young and Beautiful to build up for the rest of these ultimates, the support ultimates, most specifically. So, despite being down, I mean, they have the answer for this grab. We'll see how Mario wants to use it. It's still the most important thing here. Oh! Vax with an opening pick. As Soulsay was climbing the wall and trying to engage, Vex immediately responds, finds the head of Chopper, and now is just going to deny the exit onto AST. And a couple of late picks coming through at the end. Yeah. Phoenix, be wholesome, be kind. Be kind. Ant Matrix from the high ground from 7. Oh, once again. These Ant Matrices have just been exquisite. The Dragons were but a red herring into that fight, and AST is now down, meaning Solsei, I did not expect you to pull that blade out. You at least get the orbital out of regime with that blade. Then Chopper wins a moral victory with a headshot on the Vex. Wow, what a first time chat. What a first time chat. Like that is just something. Blizzard on top of the grab. You're able to confirm a kill on the AST. Chopper is trying to respond. Actually gets Consta. It's not going to be enough to win this out. Vex will hold. Less than 2 minutes to go. As a man from New Jersey, I have seen some creatures. That is woods. Buck 15. Can we get a map 5 here? Dragons are going to separate AST. Grav is in. Immortality Field used. Because is already down. Good shot. Chopper managed to get behind them. Yeah, Chopper's moved onto this high ground, but gets picked off by that Amp Matrix. Salmon managed to get another one. How did Salmon get another Amp Matrix? I don't know that it's going to matter. There's still 3 players left here. Young and Beautiful have done this. It's going to be close. There's the Doomfist. We will get a touch, but it's a 3v1. Blizzard available. Vex able to recall, still in the Blizzard, blinks on to the point. Mari is down. Now we get the cryo freeze used to stall. Manages to hold the cart 75 centimeters away. Excuse me, that won't be enough. Get out of here. We're going to a map 5. King's pick. This is a bit more what I expected to see. Get back in the close quarters. Get back to where Boot Troop can play the double flex DPS. You're going to ban out the Soj. Yeah, you bet your ass you're going to ban out the Soj. Snakes disguised as ponies. Amity, that's just scary. That what kind of scare? What are you trying to give me nightmares? What the hell? Solsei 28-3. Chopper 33-8. Once again, it's AST leading in damage. 14.4k there on that map. 29-7. What a banger. What a banger. Yeah. Yeah, we started and you're like, oh, Yab's 5-4, you know, Boop Troop 7-0. And I told you, I was like, honestly, I still think it's going to be too close to call. I was asking for honest preds. I gave you a 3-1. Yeah, I've already surpassed that. Go. Reverse sweep, absolutely in the cards. Who do you think's going to take it? Who's going to take it? I mean, there's only so many bans left. It's an interesting point. We're seeing chat, you know, what has already been banned out. An interesting set of bans. And suddenly something like the Moira ban is looking smart because it means you save some good bans here. Yeah. So you let a Moira ban on New Junk City. And we were all going, what are you doing? Now you're able to hold that JQ ban for this all important map 5. And Young and Beautiful are looking big braid. Quevster says Hanzo Mira on Kings Row last map. Oh, please. Don't threaten me with a good time. My goodness. My goodness. Nothing like a good map 5. Nothing like a map 5. Skink says, try to not fall asleep. Proud. Hey, I know it's super late. I appreciate you staying up for this late one. Your team is doing you proud. Your team is doing you proud. I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be happier to see it. I'm so excited to see us go to a map 5. I'm so excited to see Yab still got it. Like, this playoffs. Y'all, this playoffs is going to be so over the top. I mean, it's just, they're both going to end up just in the Zarya mirror anyway. They both know it. They both want to play the Zarya, so you don't get the Zarya ban from Young and Beautiful, even though they haven't used it. And indeed, we will see AST come out on that Zar. Chopper does show us the Hanzo. We kind of saw talk of a Hanzo v Hanzo cakes.
I've seen fancier.
Artemis 301 Hive Mind. Nice. Appreciate the update, Kirkle. GG's for Artemis. And it's actually Mari who ends up playing the Has. So is that okay? So Zarya on the defense, Has on the offense. We'll see if AST wants the match. Well, I'm just going to keep an eye on that once we get into the other side. What is that weapon charm, by the way? Anyway, I was distracted there by the glow sticks. Chopper's already found opening pick, slowed the attack down. This initial approach from Boop Troop. Ah, Braid comes through with the dad joke. Mari for looking for a little point presence. Oh, goes back up top. I'm gonna try to press the issue here. Suzu using a dash in from Consta. Which Vex and Consta going back into this double flex DPS. End up winning out control of Hotel. The rest of Young and Beautiful have moved up to this high ground. Nice shot from Aniun. God, Aniun has been lights out good tonight. Defense will stabilize on the back of that beautiful pick out of Aniun, despite the opener. Despite, you know, Yab losing not just Soul Save, but control of the Hotel early in that fight. Vex going to try to do it again. Gets that recall forced. Whoa. Chopper looking like in a bit of trouble. Pulse Bomb doesn't quite land, but Chopper's still getting hunted. So Bubble's thrown in and trying to protect the hit scan, and Chopper wins the duel. Beautiful peel there. Great teamwork out of the defense. And Chopper will respond with another volley of headshots. They themselves are going down. I mean, you got to give little props to Salmon there. But a hold with 2 minutes to go. Both teams now coming up on some big ultimates. Consta's been a little slow building up towards this blade. A big concern rush from Salmon to start. Chopper's gonna... Oh, we get the Grab Dragon? We actually got Grab Dragon? In this 2025 year of the Winston, we actually see a Grab Dragon. You've got to be kidding me. There you go, Jeff. That one on your bingo cards, friends? I know I did. I mean, even if you see the Zarya Hanzo, you don't expect to see Grab Dragons. Come on now. Cassie, I appreciate you being here. Says, let's go, yeah. That's a big hold. That's a big hold. It does cost sound barriers, but... You have a Kitsune Rush here to fend off the remaining pair of ultimates. Mari with the downpour. Kitsune Rush thrown in immediately. Chopper's able to find Consta. Oh, and Consta's genuinely working on an AKM blade right now. Chopper does get caught in that downpour. Did not anticipate one of the newer ultimates in the game catching them out of the sky. I think Chopper thought they were nice and safe there. AST getting run back. Ooh, the Pulse leaping! Mari, I think, trying to see if they can find a kill. Oh, and we will get the cap on the back of this. It was, in fact, essentially a 3.5 minute blade out of Consta. The downpour from Mari kind of starts the beginning of the end. But, I mean, 3 minutes, not a lot of time to work with. I mean, just entering the second phase of Kings. Vex in the backline will force out this recall. We're going to get the pincer from the front line with this Kitsune Rush. They did want to pursue. Boot Troop, like, it looked like they kind of just stopped. With the Kitsune Rush still in play and are still continuing to back off. So Chopper pushes in through the pub. Grab thrown onto the point, catches at least two. Suzu and Sound Barrier in to save those caught. Kitsune Rush here to try to put the hammer down here, be the nail in the coffin on this team fight. What has been a pretty prolonged team fight. Mar building up towards a Graviton Surge, looking to be able to respond. Vex still pushing in through the high ground, playing along the catwalk. Has some eyes up onto Enion, but accurate as ever here today. Enion is able to land a shot and get the heck out of dodge. Sound Barrier engaged, and the defense ends up running over Mari. The right click will just confirm the kill here. Another flawless team fight out of Young and Beautiful. And they stand tall with 75 seconds to go. Chopper creeping across the high ground with the Death Blossom in the pocket. Mari with a grab. The War Clasp, but the Blossom lands before they can get the grab out. 4 kill on the board for Chopper. I'm sure this is 2018. That's weird. That's it. That's it. Just, it's 2018 confirmed. I somehow found a time warp in the space-time continuum. The drop down 4K with a Death Blossom. You gotta be kidding me. All right, easy grab out of Mari, just W and Qs. But that fight takes place so far early. Soulsay with a decent stall here at the end. Fortunately for Young and Beautiful, they will not get overtime spawns. Keep an eye on Annie and Soulsay. Yeah, no, look, they get group spawn. Soulsay actually got the group spawn. We're gonna get a touch here. Salmon's got Kitsune Rush to finish this off. You've got AST coming up on a grab if they live long enough to use it. We've had a few C9s from Young and Beautiful tonight. They don't want one here. Kitsune Rush is going to come in early. That grab is online. It is enormous. Regime is down. Will not build up towards that ultimate. And a blade should just... Well... Okay, Constance is able to get one. Yeah, that's just fall flat. Gets nothing in the grand scheme. Young and Beautiful hold. Very doable as far as win cons go. We're gonna hide. I'm scared. We're hiding. A dominant defense. AST 22 and 3, 9k damage on that defense. Chopper 25 and 4. Chopper receiving both bubbles. Trying to secure some space over here by House. Has to Shadow step in and just get the health. But Neptune moves over just to make sure. So we get a rotation the other way. While Young and Beautiful kind of lean towards House sides. Rotation from Boot Troop through the hotel. Trying to catch, yeah, a little flat-footed. Somewhat works. But they've managed to survive thus far. Dash in from Constant with the bubble. AST got you on lock. Great peel there from the tank. Now, Young Beautiful getting forced off to the back of the point, and they still have not grabbed possession of the objective itself. Now, a kill on Amari, and they're able to start leveraging some point presence. That's going to be an anchor on the cart, and some exit picks. Soul say one and more. Won't get him. Let's get a Vex Paw for this last bit. Oh, I'm sorry. You are onto something? Vex looking for the flank. I'll give you a Vex Paw for this. Nope. Just gives away their position. Moves back to main, where Kitsune Mush is ready here from Salmon. And even still about 5% away, uncharacteristically behind in the Kitsune trade. Vex is able to push into the back line. Picks up an opening pick onto Neptune. Oh, falls up with a kill into AST as well. 3-piece for Vex in that fight. OC, thank you for being here. Early bubble out of AST. They get the grab out. It's an enormous grab, but there's nobody left to follow up on it. Like, you got all 5 in it, but nobody do any damage. So the spawn hold continues here on a Boop Troop. Oh, Chopper with the chase down. We won't get the rotation. Up to the high ground. You're going to drop out the window. Yep. Neptune was looking for it. Ooh, the catch. Soulsay was there. Caught Salmon as they drop down. Constant's trying to swing this back with the Beat Blade combo, but Neptune has their own sound barrier into the mix. Now separated, Regime and Mori get picked off, find themselves in a 2v5 despite their own Kitsune in play. Actually, no, excuse me. It was in the middle of Yab's Kitsune. Never mind. Yeah, they got themselves into a bad spot in an opponent's Kitsune rush. And that is 3.5 minutes on the clock. Yab marching towards the reverse sweep. One step closer. One fight closer. No ultimates here for Boop Troop to work with. Swap from Costa onto the Reaper for the first time tonight. A bubble engaged early. Keep an eye on Soulsay. Has looped in through Ali's side. Regime with the mark. A very low Omori. The Death Blossom is in! Chopper might have just delivered it. It's a desperation Kitsune rush on the point. Constant will get burned down. Boop Troop come into this match 7-0. They take down Midori. They take down Daystar. But it is Young and Beautiful who might just be their Achilles heel. Looking to complete the reverse sweep. We will get the touch. Mari is back in on the Doom Fist. This match is not done, but there's really nothing to work with. AST is going to come up on a Graviton here about 5 seconds into this fight, and that should just be the match. We're looking for a miracle, and the Grav is going to get 4. AST is going to melt them all. Young and Beautiful reverse sweep, Boop Troop. Unreal. Hand them their first loss of the season. Unreal. Where were you? Absolute giga banger of the season. Wow. Absolute giga banger of the season. What a way to end the week. What an astonishing way to end the week. That was something else. 39-7 for Chopper, 12K. 39-6 there for AST, putting up the 15.5. The player of the match? Like, where do I even begin? I mean, I begin with AST. That's where I begin. I begin with AST. It took him a map to get warmed up. It took him a map or two to get warmed up. But then AST leads in damage from map 2 on. Even though they don't take the dub on map 2. You start to see the rise. I think AST's got to be your player of the match here tonight. And yeah, and Boop Troop, their first loss of the season. We're staying up for there, Skeng. We're staying up for. Nobody Nobody is left undefeated.